I think one of the things that's most frightening about this epidemic is that it's coming from something that we can't see. We know that it's somehow around us, but we're unable to localize it. You know, the nervous system was designed evolutionarily to respond to threat that we can see, and to respond either by fleeing or by fighting, the fight or flight response. When it's something that we can't see and we can't localize, we actually go into a third defensive reaction of the nervous system, which is basically to shut down. And this is especially true because we have the lockout where people can't leave their homes, and so they feel more and more trapped. Now, fortunately, there are things that we can do to not be paralyzed by the fear, to be able to not be complacent, of course, but to not live in fear and in panic. And before explaining how this works, I'm just going to demonstrate an exercise that I've designed to help us come back into life, to engage our vitality. And what we do is take an easy full breath. I'll demonstrate it. And on the exhalation, I make the sound "roo," vibrating it as though it's coming from my belly, actually vibrating it into my belly, and letting the sound and the breath go all the way out, and then just allow the next breath to come in, filling first belly and then chest, and again repeat. And I just wait for the breath to come in. And maybe just one more time. And just rest and notice any of your sensations, feelings, thoughts, or images that come into your mind's eye. Just noticing them without judgment. Just, oh, okay, this is what I'm experiencing right now. Sometimes the sensations can be a little bit scary at first because we're experiencing something that we've cut off from. So another exercise that I find really helpful is what I call the hug exercise. And you can do that anytime. It's good to do it, I think, after the VU exercise, which you just participated in. And so here's what we do. We take our right hand and put it here by our side of our ribs, by our heart, and take our left hand and put the left hand here on the right shoulder. And just to imagine that you're helping yourself hold what you feel, that you're able to contain the sensations and feelings so that they're less frightening, less overwhelming for sure. And you can do this for a few moments, and then if you want, you can go back to the VU exercise. So I'm just going to actually leave my hands here, my arms here, and I'll do it one more time. Another exercise is along with the VU to make the following kinds of movements and sounds with your jaw. So again, it's getting a more active response to defend ourselves through our, what I call our capacity for healthy aggression. So easy full breath, and on the exhalation, same thing as we did before. Nice. And rest. And just feel the sensations. Right now I'm feeling tingling in my hands and my feet. I feel some warmth coming up into my face. It's a pleasant sensation. Now again, initially the sensations might seem a little bit frightening. And again, that's natural, it's normal, because we haven't felt these sensations perhaps for a while. And I have a little prop here to demonstrate this. This is called a Hoberman sphere, and you can get them on Amazon. So when we experience fear and shutdown, we go into a state of contraction. So we're not in a full state of contraction here, but we are in a state of contraction. Now, when we first start to experience the sensations in our bodies, it may actually feel worse for a little bit, but then as we're able to just notice the sensations and how they change with time, what happens now, what happens next, we'll notice that it may feel a little bit worse, but then there's an expansion, and then another contraction, and another expansion, and another contraction, and another expansion, each time expanding more and more. And that's what we need to be able to do, to expand our inner self enough to contradict the feelings of overwhelming helplessness which this unknown threat provides to us. So maybe let's just do one more time. We'll go through the exercise with the vu, with the jaw, and I'm going to add one other piece to it now. So what do you think I was doing there? Well, if you guessed that I was setting up a boundary against the virus, that's exactly what I was doing. Again, obviously, doing this doesn't keep the virus away, but it gives us the feeling that we have enough power to not be overwhelmed by the virus. So let's do it again together. Out damn spot, out damn virus. And right now, it's just saying that amused me, and then I could feel a lot of warmth and a lot of energy flowing all the way from my feet, all the way up to my face and my head and out to my arms and my hands. So practice these as much as you want, any time you want. And